It all happened almost 10 years ago. I was living in the city then, but summers there were brutal. I had this crazy urge to get out, see some real countryside. I wanted woods, green trees, the whole deal. So, I jumped in my beat-up little red Honda, grabbed a map, and just took off one night. Driving through the darkness was awesome. It was a perfect summer for a road trip. When the sun started to come up, the landscape was incredible. Blue sky, warm sun, birds chirping, then thunk. My car just died. Seriously? Oh, seriously? I thought. Out of gas. Perfect. I checked the map. I was nowhere near anything. I was officially lost in the middle of nowhere. Then I saw her. A girl walking down the road, holding a bunch of wildflowers. She was wearing this long, old-fashioned dress, and her hair was really long and black, shining in the sunlight. She was really pretty. I hopped out of the car. "Hey," I said. "I'm totally lost. Any idea where I am?" She looked kind of scared, so I kept my voice down. "I ran out of gas," I explained. "Is there a gas station around?" She looked at me with these amazing blue eyes, and then she smiled a little. She really is beautiful, I thought. "I don't know," she said, her voice soft. "Come with me to the village. Maybe they can help you." So, I went with her, happy to have some company. We walked for a long time. There's no village on my map, I thought. Must be tiny. We finally got there, and it was like stepping back in time. The houses were these small, black and white buildings, like something out of a history book. Animals were everywhere. The girl stopped at one of the houses and smiled. "Come in," she said. The house was clean, but strange. There was a fireplace with a pot hanging over it. I suddenly realized how hungry I was. Weird, I thought. They're cooking over a wood fire. Must not have a lot of money. I met her parents. They were nice people, but their clothes were different. "Sit down," the old man said. "Thirsty after your walk?" He gave me a drink, and I thanked him. But the drink was weird, too. Dark brown and strong. I didn't understand any of this, but I felt good, comfortable there. I asked about gas, but the old man looked confused. "Gas? Oh, churn," he asked. "Ideal, naini, shadatanos, or merchisiest." What's that? This is getting weirder, I thought. Then I asked, "So, you guys walk everywhere?" The old man smiled. "Oh no, we use horses," he said. "Horses? Oh, and ashti. Ein Luntang Thandeus Saunant." I thought. Horses are slow. Why don't they have cars? But I didn't say anything. I was enjoying myself. I stayed all day, ate dinner with them that night. Later, the girl and I went out into the garden. Her name was Mary. "See, isn't this nice?" she said. "We like having visitors. We don't get many here." We talked for a while, and she was just amazing. But then, her voice got quiet, and her face got sad. "What's wrong?" "I yell, and I'm saddest," I asked. "I can't tell you," she said. "You're just a visitor. We have to say goodbye tonight. You have to go, now." I didn't get it. I was falling for her. I was falling for her. I knew it. I knew it. I wanted to help her. Oh, he went show, pisawat reset show, emoan ends. Why did I have to leave? But Mary repeated, in a sad voice. "You have to go. It's dangerous here." "So," I said, "I'll go to the next town, get some gas, and come back." She didn't say anything. "I love you, Mary," I said. "And I'll come back to you. You can't stop me. Annen was alwen stat me." She said goodbye to me at the door. Her face was so sad, and I felt terrible. I didn't want to leave. Oh, sure, kill. It was midnight. The night was really dark, but I walked and walked. I was exhausted when I finally saw the lights of a town. I found a gas station and filled up my can. Then, I asked the guy the name of the village. He gave me this really weird look. "What village?" he asked. I told him about the old houses, the people and the strange clothes. He just kept staring at me. "Oh, why no, oh, brr." He thought for a minute, then he said, "There was a village there, but it's not there anymore. There are stories about it. Strange stories." "What kind of stories?" "Oh, panasinenter, always, piskarau, abdimi, al tartar, tusho," I asked. "And pangti. Oh, visser shoartamenterer." He didn't want to tell me, but finally he said, "There was a big fire in the village. Everyone died. There aren't any people or houses there now." "How did it happen?" I know. I asked. "Why?" "Oliver Cromwell killed them," he said. "He was mad at the villagers because they helped the king in the war." I couldn't believe it. That's not possible, I thought. That war was like 350 years ago. Then I remembered the strange clothes, the long hair, the cooking fire, the old houses and the horses. "But I don't understand," I cried. "I saw the people and the village. I talked to them. I talked to cat." The guy looked at me quickly, then he said, "There's a story about that village. Once every 10 years, for one day, it comes back to life. But only for one day. Then it disappears again for another 10 years. On that one day you can find the village, but you have to leave before morning, or you'll never leave at all." Could it be true? Oh, could it be true? I wondered. Maybe it was. Mary said, "You have to go." She loved me, but she said, "We have to say goodbye." She was afraid for me. Now I understood. I went back to where the village was supposed to be, but it wasn't there. I looked and looked, but I couldn't find anything. Just flowers and trees. Just the sound of birds and the wind. I was heartbroken. I was heartbroken. I sat down on the ground and cried. I'll never forget that day. I remember Mary, and I'll always love her. Now, I just have to wait a couple of months. The village will come back again on the right day. I'll go back. Emio, I'll go back. I'll find her again, my love with the long black hair, and this time, I won't leave before morning. I'll stay with her, no matter what.